All right, Ben, to talk about Tom Brady possibly coming to the Detroit Lions. Should the Lions consider bringing on Tom Brady? And they would, in reality have to ditch Matthew Stafford. Let's talk about it. We back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And don't forget, for more sports, music, entertainment, check my other channel, Wild Goodfellas Sports TV. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. But to me, it makes no sense for Tom Brady, all right? It makes no sense for the Detroit Lions because if you dump Matthew Stafford, that's like $26 million cap penalty and $24 million in dead money. If the Lions were close or Stafford was out for next year, and they wanted to bring Brady on because they had a promising year, or they think they was a Super Bowl contender next year, I would get it. For Tom Brady, the only benefit here would be if he was able to get a Super Bowl in Detroit. I mean, he would be supernova the GOAT. But do Tom Brady want to go to a place like Cleveland or like Detroit, or would he rather go out to L.A. and live life? Is the question. And, the Patriots could bring him back. Well, where would be the benefit for a 41, 42-year-old quarterback to come to the Detroit Lions, and the Lions aren't close to being the winner? That's my question. Why would he come here? And you got better weapons here, receiver wise. You know what I'm saying? Offensively, would him and Bevel cook something up? It's a lot of questions to be asked. Obviously, people gonna say, "Well, Tom Brady go to Detroit because Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia there." He got better receivers here. Kenny, Amendola, Marvin Jones, Hockenson probably gonna be better in year 2 than any other tight ends the Patriots had. Brady is known to get the ball out of his hand quick, so that could help an offensive line that is in transition. It is some benefit, to bringing Tom Brady on. And I believe Tom Brady still got gas in the tank. I just think last year he just didn't have the weapons around him. The Patriots were so frugal. They didn't want to pay Antonio Brown his money. They didn't want to bring nobody on. They are what the Lions are aspiring to be, and that's a plug-and-play system. No player is above the system. But what you find out in the NFL, you still need the Randy Mosses, still need the Antonio Browns, the Corey Dillons, the Ty Laws of the universe. You still need star power, and you need to pay your stars to win in this league. And at the end of the day, is Brady an upgrade for Matthew Stafford? Is the question. And at this point in age, people will say, yeah. Still, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback, made it to the playoffs, accurate, this, that, and the third. But always remember, they were saying Tom Brady was a system player. So what system would him and Darrell Bevel draw up? Don't forget, it's kind of like a black cloud over the Detroit Lions organization. Would he get here and get old instantly? What type of deal would he take? Because if Stafford is going to take half the cap money they got by trading him, how much money would Brady take to be here? He ain't taking no discount to be in Detroit. Those are all viable questions. I think Matthew Stafford is good enough to win with. The problem is, I don't think the organization is good enough to win with. That's the problem. I've said it before. And a lot of people look at Stafford being here 11 years and not winning nothing, and they put it on him. Do we have his shortcomings? Yes, but has he ever been put in a position where, to be successful? No. You had a lot of pedestrian coaches. You had a lot of bad offensive coordinators. You had a lot of coordinators that came here and general managers came here who couldn't figure out how to run the ball. But this is something that I seriously wouldn't consider. I would be looking to get younger at the quarterback position. I'd be looking for somebody to put in the crock pot, marinate, put in the crock pot and be ready in a couple years. I would ride off of Matthew Stafford, see what I could put around him. But, my whole thing is, why would even Stafford want to stay here? This team is in rebuild mode. Now, could they turn it around in 1 year? They got $50 million in cap, and they might trade Darius Slay and get more draft picks. It's possible. But really, you don't see those spontaneous turnarounds in the NFL too often. What people point to, like Chris Spielman point to the 49ers, that was years of first-round draft picks. DeForest Buckner, You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of guys across that line. Was another guy they got from Stanford. He was a top 5 pick. He went the same year as Mitchell Trubisky, I believe. They had some good free agent pickup in D4. Nick Bosa, another first-round draft pick. Jimmy Ward, I think a second-round draft pick. They got a lot of players over there. Jimmy Garoppolo, free agent. Tevin Coleman, Tevin Coleman, free agent. They got few receivers out there. That team was built different. And last year, the reason why it didn't rise is because Jimmy Garoppolo got injured. George Kittle's a couple years to develop out of Iowa, really big target. So, that's usually the exception to the rule. The Seahawks had a quick come up. They started off at the quarterback position. They got some late picks, Brandon Browner that panned out, Richard Sherman that panned out, Cam Chancellor panned out, first-round pick, Earl Thomas, Bobby Wagner. They had some good players. Cliff Averill, free agent, Golden Tate, second-round pick, Percy Harvin, Florida, I think he was a first-round pick. So a lot of things got to go right. You have to really not only hit on your early-round picks, but those teams hit on, at least Seattle hit on, middle-round picks. And they was good and they got the right free agents. It could happen. Stafford was efficient. But for Tom Brady to come here, it'd be the ultimate challenge for him. And then if he fails to perform here, then people will be calling him overrated. But I know they asked Barry Sanders and he said we would love to have in an interview or podcast, we'd love to have Tom Brady. He said it laughing. But a lot of people in Detroit think Matthew Stafford is the problem, but it's an organizational problem. You can't have success without a good foundation. You can't grow a plant without a good foundation, with good dirt, water. Make sure it's planted the right way. Make sure it get light. And right now, Matthew Stafford is the rose that rose from the concrete. I don't think the Lions have done everything to make him successful. But, hey, who knows? You plug another quarterback in, he come in, win, we having another conversation. But I just think you don't want to get older at this position. Now, if you was a team like the Minnesota Vikings, where if Kirk Cousins don't get you over the hump this season, I get it. You plug in Tom Brady, and Tom Brady probably get Minnesota over the hump for 1 year like Brett Favre did, for the most part, until he got bounty gated in the NFC Championship game by New Orleans. But like I said, I don't think this team is that close, especially with the offensive line, but it is what it is. You're going to have people that's going to be trying to blame Stafford for everything, and I'm not blaming Stafford for everything. People say, you're Stafford. No, I have a Stafford jersey. I'm just saying that I think after 10 or 11 years of not being successful, you have to switch something up. And one thing you're not switching up is you're not switching up the ownership. So sometimes you need a special player, like Chicago got Michael Jordan. That was a franchise that was really below pedestrian. And Michael Jordan helped raise the franchise up to success that never was meant to be. And since then, they still haven't had success. That's my thing about replacing Matthew Stafford. Sometimes you need somebody so special that they're going to rise above even bad ownerships and put a team together. He had different coaches, different OCs, different general managers, and I think this is the best OC he has since he's been offensive coordinator in Detroit. But I don't think Brady is the answer. I think the answer is to find some young quarterback, develop him for a couple years, let Stafford keep taking to him, and if Stafford, end up retiring or, whatever happens to him, the young guy take over. But Tom Brady ain't the answer. I think Tom Brady wouldn't even consider coming to Cleveland or Detroit. I think Tom Brady would want to retire somewhere, if not in the Patriots up in Boston. I think he would want to retire somewhere in L.A., maybe in Texas or something like that, maybe with the Cowboys if they don't bring back Dakota Prescott. But, hey, let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That information is in the description. Best way to donate is share the video and check out my other channel, Goodfellas Sports TV. For real, check that out, man. But, hey, let me know what you guys think. Tom Brady and get rid of Stafford, or keeping Stafford and doing some other things behind him. We go.